I'd like to train you some more.
Excellent. I've been looking forward to this. What shall we work on this time?
Let me teach you how to block.
Great. Wait, you're not going to hit me, are you? Ow. Ow. Ow.
Lucian, I'm gonna need you to wait here. I don't know much about these Greybeards, but the last thing I want is to insult them by bringing someone they haven't invited. You'll be safe here, and I'll be back soon. You have my word.
On your way up the 7,000 steps again, Klimek?
Not today. I'm just not ready to make the climb to High Hrothgar. The path isn't safe.
Aren't the Greybeards expecting some supplies?
Honestly, I'm not certain. I've yet to be allowed into the monastery. Perhaps one day. Passing through on your way to High Hrothgar? About to make a delivery up there myself.
Anything you can tell me about High Hrothgar?
I've been to the monastery many times, but I've never even laid eyes on one of the Greybeards. Not that I'd care to. Being masters of the Thu'um, they could kill you by uttering a single word. Well, not that they would. They seem peaceful, but I wouldn't want to provoke them.
What types of deliveries do you make to High Hrothgar?
Mostly food supplies like dried fish and salted meats. You know, things that keep fresh for a long time. The Greybeards tend not to get out much, if you catch my meaning.
And in return?
Well, it's kind of an understanding between us. I mean, it just wouldn't feel right to charge them for a bit of preserved food. Trouble is, my legs aren't what they used to be, and climbing the 7,000 steps takes its toll.
I could do it for you.
Really? Well, that would be kind of you. Here, take this bag of supplies. At the top of the steps, you'll see the offering chest. Just leave the bag inside, and you're done.
Anything I should watch out for during my climb?
Well, there's the occasional wolf pack or stray, but that's all I've ever had to deal with. Shouldn't be a problem for the likes of you. Other than that, watch your footing. In these wintry conditions, the stairs can be treacherous. Be careful up there.
Will do. Before the birth of men, the dragons ruled all Mundus. Their word was the voice, and they spoke only for true needs. For the voice could blot out the sky and flood the land. Oh, that's a troll up there. Oh, wait, what? When did I get this? I haven't installed any new mods. When did I get that? Is that only in third person, though? I guess so. I guess I just haven't done third person archery in this until now. Huh. Learn something about your game every day. Learn something new about your own modded game every day. I feel like that's how it usually goes, though.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar.
Did you hear the Greybeards call Dovahkiin?
I did. Strange days when the monks will do that. I wonder what it means.
What are you doing?
I like to spend time up here. Walk the steps. Meditate on the emblems. Doesn't hurt when I bag some game along the way.
Do you visit the Greybeards?
They're not the sort to take visitors. But I never go that high up the path anyway. Some folk who make the trip leave them food or other essentials, but not to make conversation.
Well, have a safe trip.
All right then.
Men were born and spread over the face of Mundus. The dragons presided over the crawling masses. Men were weak then, and had no voice. The fledgling spirits of men were strong in old times, unafraid to war with dragons and their voices. But the dragons only shouted them down and broke their hearts.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar.
Did you hear the Greybeards call Dovahkiin?
I was just outside Ivarstead when it happened. It's an exciting moment. Nothing like this has happened in centuries.
Who are you?
Just a pilgrim. I'd prefer to leave it at that, if you don't mind.
What are you doing?
Walking the steps, meditating on the emblems. I make this trip every few years. Until next time.
Kine called on Paarthurnax, who pitied man. Together they taught men to use the voice. Then dragon war raged, dragon against tongue. I'm a little disappointed. I was expecting that frost troll to show up. I got a regular troll at the bottom of the mountain. I don't get my frost troll here. Does it just not spawn at a certain level? Is it no longer here for me because I'm already level 20-something? I don't know. I feel like I always see it, and the fact that he's not there has me a little worried right about now. Man prevailed, shouting Alduin out of the world, proving for all that their voice too was strong, although their sacrifices were many-fold. What is that? Oh! Hey, I found you.
Boos!
You cheater, you were just hiding out here. You're trying to lull me into a false sense of security. I see what's going on. Good stagger, and boom. That's what you get for trying to trick me. With roaring tongues, the Sky Children conquer, founding the first empire with sword and voice, whilst the dragons withdrew from this world. The tongues at Red Mountain went away humbled. Jörgen Windcaller began his 7-year meditation to understand how strong voices could fail. Jörgen Windcaller chose silence and returned. The 17 disputants could not shout him down. Jörgen the Calm built his home on the throat of the world. For years all silent, the Greybeards spoke one name, Tiber Septim. Stripling then was summoned to Hrothgar. They blessed and named him Dovahkiin. The voice is worship. Follow the inner path, speak only in true need. Animals will neither attack nor flee from you. Hey, sounds like I made some new friends. Isn't that always nice? Well, I think I found that chest for Klimek. I can absolutely see why he didn't come all this way. I can see why most people aren't going to come all this way. This is really, really treacherous. Well, next time we're back in Ivarstead, I can tell him the good news. You know what? He can even take the credit if the Greybeards ask. I'll say he did it himself.
So, a Dragonborn appears at this moment in the turning of the age.
You call me Dragonborn. What does it mean?
First, let us see if you truly are Dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice. Foos! Dragonborn, it is you. Welcome to High Hrothgar. I am Master Arngeir. I speak for the Greybeards. Now, tell me, Dragonborn, why have you come here?
I want to find out what it means to be Dragonborn.
We are here to guide you in that pursuit, just as the Greybeards have sought to guide those of the dragon blood that came before you.
You mean I'm not the only Dragonborn?
You are not the first. There have been many of the dragon blood since Akatosh first bestowed that gift upon mortal kind. Whether you are the only Dragonborn of this age, that is not ours to know. You are the only one that has been revealed thus far. That is all I can say.
Who are you? What is this place?
We are the Greybeards, followers of the Way of the Voice. You stand in High Hrothgar, on the slopes of Kinarith's sacred mountain. Here we commune with the voice of the sky and strive to achieve balance between our inner and outer selves.
I am ready to learn.
You have shown that you are Dragonborn. You have the inborn gift. But do you have the discipline and temperament to follow the path laid out for you? That remains to be seen. Without training, you have already taken the first steps towards projecting your voice into a thum, a shout. Now let us see if you are willing and able to learn. When you shout, you speak in the language of dragons. Thus, your dragon blood gives you an inborn ability to learn words of power. All shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger. Master Einarth will now teach you Ro, the second word in Unrelenting Force.
I can see that being useful.
Ro means balance in the dragon tongue. Combine it with Fus, force, to focus your thumb more sharply.
Ro. I just stare at it? Like with the other word walls? Oh, that'll do it.
You learn a new word like a master. You truly do have the gift. But learning a word of power is only the first step. You must unlock its meaning through constant practice in order to use it in a shout. Well, that is how the rest of us learn shouts. As Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain dragon's life force and knowledge directly. As part of your initiation, Master Einarth will allow you to tap into his understanding of Ro. Now, let us see how quickly you can master your new thum. Force! Use your unrelenting force shout to strike the targets as they appear.
Oh, now. Okay, sorry. Got a little ahead of myself.
Force! Roll!
You want me to do it again?
Well done. Again. Force! Roll!
I'm really bullying these, they're not even ghosts. These illusions you're conjuring. At least they're not sentient, right?
Once more.
Imagine if they were sentient. They come to life just for me to shout them to oblivion.
Force! Roll!
Sorry about your pottery, by the way.
Impressive. Your thumb is precise. You show great promise, Dragonborn. We will perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Bori. We will now see how you learn a completely new shout. Master Bori will teach you Wuld, which means whirlwind.
Wuld. Oh, am I standing right on it? Oh, there it is.
You must hear the word within yourself before you can project it into a thum. Approach Master Bori and he will gift you his knowledge of Wuld.
It seems it hurts them a little bit, because now he's just covered in blood.
Now we will see how quickly you can master a new shout. Master Wulfgar will demonstrate Whirlwind Sprint. Then it will be your turn. Master Bori? Vex! Wolf!
Cast!
Now
Oh,
it's
wow.
your turn.
You old guys
Stand
can
next
move.
to me. Master Bori will open the gate. Use your Whirlwind Sprint to pass through before it closes.
Now, I always forget to actually equip it. I always forget to equip it, so I just stand here and shout unrelenting force at them like a madman.
Stand next to me and prepare your Whirlwind Sprint.
That's what he means by
Master
prepare.
Bori will give the signal.
Oh, no. Oh,
Try it
alright. Why did you
again.
already open it?
Breath.
He
and
opened it
focus.
before he said to go. Alright, okay. You guys are messing with me now.
Vex!
Messing with the new guy, huh? Is that what we're doing here? Am I the pledge?
Your quick mastery of a new Thu'um is astonishing. I'd heard the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself...
I don't know how I do it. It just happens.
You were given this gift by the gods for a reason. It is up to you to determine how best to use it. You are now ready for your last trial.
Already?
Retrieve the horn of Jürgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ustengrav. Remain true to the way of the voice, and you will return.
Why are the dragons returning? Does it have something to do with me?
No doubt, the appearance of a Dragonborn at this time is not an accident. Your destiny is surely bound up with the return of the dragons. You should focus on honing your voice, and soon your path will be made clear.
Surely there's more you can tell me.
There is indeed much that we know that you do not. That does not mean that you are ready to understand it. Do not let your easy mastery of the voice tempt you into the arrogance of power. That has been the downfall of many Dragonborn before you.
Such as? What does it mean to be Dragonborn?
Dragons have the inborn ability to learn and project their voice. Dragons also are able to absorb the power of their slain brethren. A few mortals are born with similar abilities, whether a gift or a curse has been a matter of debate down through the centuries. What you have already learned in a few days took even the most gifted of us years to achieve. Some believe that Dragonborn are sent into the world by the gods at times of great need. We will speak more of that later, when you are ready.
Why are the shouts in the dragon language?
Dragons have always been able to shout. Language is intrinsic to their very being. There is no difference in the dragon tongue between debating and fighting. Shouting comes as naturally to a dragon as breathing or speaking. In mythic times, when mortal kind was in great need, the goddess Kinnereth granted us the ability to speak as dragons do. For most people, long years of training are required to learn even the simplest shout. But for you, the dragon speech is in your blood, and you learn it almost without effort.
There are only 4 of you?
5. Our leader, Parthenax, lives alone on the peak of the throat of the world. When your voice can open the path, you will know you are ready to speak to him.
When can I meet your leader, Parthenax?
As I said, you will know you are ready when your voice can open the path to him.
What else can you tell me about the Greybeards?
We study the way of the voice, according to the teachings of our founder, Jürgen Windcaller. Very few are permitted to study with us here at High Hrothgar. But in your case, Dragonborn, it is a privilege to guide you towards mastery of your voice.
Why don't the others talk?
Their voices are too powerful for anyone not trained in the way to withstand. Even a whisper could kill you.
Oh. So Klimek wasn't kidding when he said that. What is the way of the voice?
The voice was a gift of the goddess Kinnereth at the dawn of time. She gave mortals the ability to speak as dragons do. Although this gift has often been misused, the only true use of the voice is for the worship and glory of the gods. True mastery of the voice can only be achieved when your inner spirit is in harmony with your outward actions. In the contemplation of the sky, Kinnereth's domain, and the practice of the voice, we strive to achieve this balance.
But I don't follow your philosophy. Why help me learn the voice?
The Dragonborn is an exception to all the rules. The dragon blood itself is a gift of the gods. If we accept one gift, how can we deny the other? As Dragonborn, you have received the ability to shout directly from Akatosh. We therefore seek to guide you on the proper use of your gift, which transcends the restrictions which bind other mortals.
What can you tell me of Giorg Windcaller?
He was a great war leader of the ancient Nords, a master of the voice, or tongue. After the disaster at Red Mountain, where the Nord army was annihilated, he spent many years pondering the meaning of that terrible defeat. He finally came to realize that the gods had punished the Nords for their arrogant and blasphemous misuse of the voice. He was the first to understand that the voice should be used solely for the glory and worship of the gods, not the glory of men. Jurgen Windcaller's mastery of the voice eventually overcame all opposition, and the way of the voice was born.
I'll return with his horn.
Breath and focus.
I wish I could make my deliveries more often, but the road's getting dangerous. Ah, good to see you again. How'd that delivery go?
I delivered the supplies to High Hrothgar, just like I said I would.
Quite a climb, wasn't it?
You're telling me.
Anyway, much appreciated. Here, take this for your troubles.
Damn.
Keep seeing you around.
Just for some salted meat and preserved fish? I mean, I'm not gonna complain, but I certainly didn't think you had that kind of money on you. Yeah, I'm up to 16,000 gold now, alright. Thanks for helping me get even richer, I guess. Well, we can get Lucy, we can tell him all about our... I call it a pilgrimage. It should be considered a pilgrimage if you are a Nord that wants to kind of tap into your ancestry into Nordic tradition.
Welcome to the Villamir Inn. If there's anything I can get you, just let me know.
And in the end,
Ready
that
when you
really
are.
is the cool thing about the emblems. It tells the history of the Nords
Ready to go?
with the voice. Or it tells the history of the Nords and their history with the voice.
Yes, boss?
Follow me.
I'll be right behind you.
Now, does he have anything to say? Oh, he doesn't have anything to say about my return. Maybe he has to be with me for that. Okay.
What's next?
I think you should keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed
Oh,
up the
hey, you
path
came
to High
back.
Hrothgar.
Oh, I
I'm not
saw you
very
on
good,
the,
and it's only for the
on
same
the
few
path, on the
people every
7,000
night.
steps. Lucian looks like he's taller than me. I won't accept this. No, Lucian, come down the stairs. You are not taller. Down here. Better. I mean, we're pretty much the same height. I'm a little taller. I'm very petty about that, apparently. The Horn of Jurgen Windcaller. After demonstrating my ability to learn words of power and to shout, the Greybeard Arngir has set me on a final trial, retrieving the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller from his tomb in Ustengrav, a burial mound in the marshes of Hjalmarch. Oh yeah, that's gonna be pretty far away for us. Well, we're already in the Rift. I guess first things first, we'll head back to Riften. It's kind of the closest city, the closest town that we have. We take a carriage from there to Solitude. And then, from there, we can make our way to retrieve the horn. I'm sorry to say it, Lucian, but it's my trial, not yours, so I might have to leave you in Solitude. Lucian came along with me for a life adventure to see more Skyrim, and then I just tell him, hey, stay in the inn. I'll be back for you later.
We need the horn of Jurgen Windcaller. And where is it? In a dungeon full of Draugr, of course. Where else would you keep a musical instrument?
I mean, it's Skyrim. Frankly, they keep all their stuff with Draugr, it seems.
For a small town, Ivarstead's been here for a long time. There are references to it dating back as far as the Second Era. Who'd have guessed?
Oh, are there really? Oh, there would be. No, there would be. I'm pretty sure that Ivarstead does appear in The Elder Scrolls Online, because in the end, The Elder Scrolls Online does have the Rift as one of the original zones, as one of the original base game zones. Now, before I go to Rift, and before I just forget about all the places I wanted to explore, we do have Gearman's Hall. I'm probably going to get sidetracked and explore a couple other places along the way to Riften. But look at this. We have this vast, undiscovered land before us. We really haven't seen much of the Rift. I'm excited to see more of it. I'm excited to do a little bit more dungeon diving along the way. How about you, Lucian? Are you ready? Well, Lucian, assuming that that is Gearman's Hall right there, which I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, that's gotta be it. Well, we gotta get into the water. We gotta swim for just a second, because no one wanted a bridge to Gearman's Hall. That's how they keep you out. That's how they try to keep you out. They're hoping that no one knows how to swim. They're hoping that no one out here is capable of swimming. Well, in we go.